Welcome back, decoders, to the channel. This is Cody, and this is just going to be a short video because, this news is, I just can't seem to pass it up. So let's talk about this. It was reported today that the Pentagon is tracking a suspected Chinese spy balloon over the U.S., starting in Montana and tracking its way all the way across to Kansas City. And we know that Kansas City is in the Super Bowl this year. Again, guys, I just made a video earlier this week about the connections to a Cooper nuclear station near Kansas City. And now, a few days before the Super Bowl, we have this news coming out about this Chinese spy balloon over Montana. I'm going to show you what they said it was doing over Montana. And also I'm going to tie it to a movie that came out today because I just made a video about it yesterday called Knock at the Cabin. Please go back and watch that. And come on, guys. This is just super ominous, right? And I'm going to show you why the Gematria also points us to this very ominous news that there's obviously we know it's a psyop. I don't believe it's actually, all this is all scripted anyways, all this news, but they're building a narrative here, and I'm going to show you why. So this high-altitude surveillance balloon was spotted over Montana and made its way to Kansas City. And they said that it seemed that it was surveilling an underground layer or an underground field of these Minutemen III. So I want you guys to remember this. I'm going to decode this here in a couple slides, but they said it was surveilling some Minutemen, a field of Minutemen III ballistic missiles. Okay, and this is what they're called. Their most basic name is called the Minuteman III, and I'm going to decode that in the next couple slides. And before I get to that, I really want to talk about this movie that came out today called Knock at the Cabin, and starring a actor named David Michael Batista Jr. And this guy, if you guys don't know, he played Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So he plays Drax the Destroyer, and now in the movie today called Knock at the Cabin, he's playing one of the four men, trying to get the sacrifice to save the world from the apocalypse. And this guy used to be a professional wrestler named Batista, and I'm going to show you how that's tied together. So I'm just putting all this together before I bring in the Gematria, okay? And here's the movie he's in. As you can see, he's the big guy in the middle. But these four strangers asking this family to sacrifice one of their members to save the world. And I just want to bring up Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts is one of the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl that's on 212. And this is going to be an important number in the next slide when I talk about the Gematria. And Jalen Hurts, just think of that name, Hurts. So, it's very symbolic in my mind, the word hurts. Something is going to get hurt. So, anyways, I brought all these together, and now I just want to bring it all together with the Gematria. Again, the guys, this isn't an extensive video, but I just want to bring across and just show you how scripted it is. So the first thing I want to point out here is at the top, guys. Notice that Chinese spy balloon, which is what they called it, is a direct match in 4 ciphers to September 11th. If that isn't ominous, I don't know what is. Also, they also called it a surveillance balloon. Notice that surveillance balloon is a direct match in all 4 ciphers to the Eagles quarterback, Jalen Alexander Hurts. 212, 77, 301, and 112. Now remember, Kamala Harris shares 2 of these numbers with surveillance balloon. She has the 212 and the 112. Okay? But what are the chances that this surveillance balloon is a direct match to Jalen Hurts, the quarterback of the Eagles, and the Eagles fly high, right? Just like this balloon is high. And again, Jalen Hurts has that 212, just like the Super Bowl is on 212. Also notice that the Manhattan Project, which was the project to test out nuclear bombs by Robert J. Oppenheimer, is almost a direct match in all 4 ciphers as well. And this is all to do with war and bombs and missiles, whatever, all of it's correlated. All right? And again, guys, I told you guys in the beginning that Montana, it was surveilling a field. They said that the balloon was surveilling a field of underground Minutemen III intercontinental ballistic missile silos. All right? I want you guys to notice something here. The movie that came out the same day this news is breaking, Knock at the Cabin equals 137, and Minuteman 3 missile that supposedly this balloon was surveilling equals 137. Okay? And the guy who stars in that movie, the Knock at the Cabin, he was a professional wrestler. And his signature move was called the Batista Bomb. The bomb, guys. Okay? Do you guys see what I mean here? Not only that, guys, but look at how his full name has the 212. Just like Surveillance Balloon. Just like J. Alexander Hertz. Just like the Manhattan Project. Just like J. Robert Oppenheimer, who experimented with plutonium on the first nuclear bomb. Again, this is all about bombs. So what are the chances that he matches the father of the atomic bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer? You know, the project that Oppenheimer worked on equals 212. The Super Bowl's on 212. Jalen Alexander Hertz is playing in the Super Bowl on 212, and his name equals 212. And this surveillance balloon that they found in the sky is a direct match, 212. And, I mean, there's a lot more to say here, guys, but I just wanted to hit the main points that I'm seeing, how it's connecting to everything I've already been talking about. So anyways, guys, take care out there. I'll keep making posts in my community section, so make sure you guys watch for that. Anyways, take care. I'll see you in the next one.